The birthday boy, Jed Lowry, had 3 hits yesterday and is back in the starting lineup today. Jays and Sox are next from Fenway.
Baseball from Fenway Park. It's game 3 of the 4-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, yesterday was an off day for Carl Crawford. The Red Sox are hoping that off day turns into instant dividends for him today, as they hope to get him going. He's back at the top of the lineup again.
Well, Don, most of the time when players are having a tough time, they want to stay in the lineup to get out of the slump. But the fact is that the manager has to talk him into sometimes taking a day off, which is the best thing for him. And I think it was the best thing for Carl Crawford. He came off a very tough outing on Friday night here at Fenway Park. The crowd was starting to get on him. They had a left-hander going yesterday. So I think the best thing was for him to take a mental day off, be able to go back, just kind of relax, not worry about playing in the game, maybe get in the batting cage, work on some mechanics, and then come out today and face a guy like Jesse Litch, who he's had success against. He's 5 for 10 with 1 career home run against Lynch, so maybe that confidence will come back to him in this ball game today. The guy's going to hit. There's no question about it. He's done it his whole career. He just needs one day to get started. Hopefully it'll be today.
Well, the Red Sox look to make it 2 in a row. John Lester, lifetime 7-4 against the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch is coming your way next.
Jordan's Furniture, your New England Toyota dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. And welcome back to Fenway Park, everybody. Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox trying to make it 2 in a row after a victory yesterday against the Jays. They dropped the first game of the series to Toronto, and it is John Lester matched up against Jesse Litch today. So far, the rain has stayed away. There is a chance for precipitation today, and right now, blue skies above Fenway Park. The lights are on. They had the tarp on very briefly here this afternoon as the light rain did fall But it's kind of dodging the raindrops here today for the third game of the series. And as you saw, Carl Crawford, and as we talked about off the top, Crawford back in the Red Sox lineup today and at the top spot in the Red Sox order. But, Jerry, it seems that sometimes hitting is contagious. The Red Sox hope pitching is contagious as well. Another good outing today for John Lester is what they're hopeful for.
Yeah, John's been just fine this season. I mean, he had that one rough outing in the first outing down at Texas, but since then he's been outstanding. The Red Sox just have not been able to score runs for him, and they hope that that guy right there, Carl Crawford, can get things united. Crawford back in that leadoff spot this afternoon, facing a guy, Jesse Litch, who he's 5 for 10 against in his career, with a home run. So hopefully today is the day that gets Kyle Crawford kick-started, along with the rest of this offense for the Red Sox. And, of course, John Lester ready to take the hill for Boston.
You mentioned off the top his numbers against Toronto, 7-4 in his career, a lifetime 3.81 earned run average against Toronto. And the Red Sox finally getting a day off and facing a left-handed starter.
There hasn't been many, have there?
No, it's been unbelievable, and there'll be more. Another one tomorrow and 2 in Oakland in the 2-game series against the A's. So more lefties on the way, but they take a break today facing the right-hander Jesse Litch. Here come the Red Sox. Here now. So John Lester and the Red Sox take the field as they do. Let's check out the Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Yunel Escobar is at shortstop leading it off with Corey Patterson in center field batting second. Jose Bautista is in right field batting third. Adam Lind, the first baseman, with Aaron Hill at second base. JP Arancibia caught the first game, had yesterday off, back in there today as he bats sixth. Travis Snyder is the DH seventh. It is Juan Rivera in left field eighth, and Jason Nix at third base bats ninth to round out the starting order for the Blue Jays. John Lester's fourth start of the year. He comes in 0-1 with a 3.72 earned run average. He's worked 19 and a third innings, given up 16 hits, has 17 Ks in those 19 and a third. And his last start, a loss against Tampa Bay, had one bad inning. With 7 innings, giving up 7 hits, those 3 runs coming in 1 inning, and he walked 2, struck out 8. And again, 7-4 lifetime against the Blue Jays.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. The Red Sox are first in the league in defense, 5 errors in the 13 games. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Jed Lowry, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman, left to right. Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew. And doing the catching this afternoon, Jared Saltalamacchia. Of course, he's catching John Lester.
Umpiring crew today, Doug Eddings has the play calling the balls and strikes. The crew chief, Dana Demuth, at first base. Kerwin Danley at second base, and Paul Nauert is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
The conditions here today, comfortable temperature-wise. 58 degrees, certainly up from yesterday and Friday night. The breeze is out to right field at 19 miles per hour, and there is a chance for precipitation in the area. And look at that breeze at the moment as we get started here today with Game 3 of this 4-game series, and Yunel Escobar standing in. John Lester ready to work, and the first pitch of this one is outside and high, ball 1. Yunel Escobar, 375 average to start the year. He's off to a great beginning with a home run and 6 runs batted in. He's 0 for 4 here yesterday. Sends it foul down the right field line, out of play. The Blue Jays started this long road trip out west, Seattle and Los Angeles, before coming here to Fenway Park. John Farrell's Toronto Blue Jays are at 500 right now, 7-7. Find themselves a game and a half back of the Yankees to start the day. Escobar goes around, and it is strike 2. It is 1-2.
Sailing fastball this time from John Lester up in the zone, and Escobar could not check the swing. He tried to by just dropping the bat. Didn't quite work.
Escobar gets time, backs out. This is an 11-day, 10-game road trip for the Jays. 1-2 pitch, a curveball, and a swing from Escobar. He gets a piece. John Lester coming in 0-1. 2 no decisions in his first 2 starts. First one was at Texas, then at Cleveland. The loss coming to the hands of the Rays. Softly hit left side. Youkilis on the move. Sidearm toss is in time. And Escobar is out number 1.
Now back-to-back curveballs by John Lester. Gets a weak little tapper down to Kevin Youkilis, and Youkilis records the first out of the ball game. There's the breaking ball from Lester, tapped by Escobar. And Kevin Youkilis getting the jump on the slow roller, the quick release, and the out at first base on a little bit of a high throw.
One down here in the first. Corey Patterson standing in. Start all 3 days in center field, a .304 average. The home run, 6 runs batted in. He sends the first one foul.
Good numbers against John Lester, 4 for 9 in his career with a home run. So Patterson remains in the lineup against Lester.
He was 0 for 4 in the ball game yesterday against Beckett and company. Taps the 0-1 foul on the ground outside of third. Blue Jays hitting at .258 so far on the season as a team, and it was nice to see Beckett follow up that very good outing against the Yankees once again yesterday against the Blue Jays. 7 strong, just 1 run on 3 hits, and 9 strikeouts in that outing yesterday. May not have been as stellar as he was against the Yankees, but still very, very good here yesterday.
Excellent curveball in that ball game yesterday. That's back-to-back games with a great curveball by Beckett.
Starting to strike people out in bunches. 19 Ks the last 2 outings. This one is tap foul. And Patterson able to stay alive. 1-2. We're getting a piece of the home plate umpire, Doug Eddings. See Patterson giving a little bit of a courtesy here to him, give him some time to get it together. A 1-2. Swing and a miss. Elevates at 94 on the fastball and strikes out Patterson. 2 down.
Now the last 2 starts for Lester after having no strikeouts against the Texas Rangers, 9 against Cleveland, 8 last time against Tampa Bay, and picks up his first of the afternoon on a fastball that's up and out of the strike zone.
So 2 down here in the first inning, and here's Jose Bautista. Came into this series with 3 home runs. He has not had a home run in the series. It was 54 home runs a year ago. Red Sox and Blue Jays to meet 18 times this year. Red Sox were 12-6 a year ago against the Blue Jays. Lester tried to paint that outside corner and missed. 2-0. The last 5 games for John Lester against these Blue Jays, very good. 2-0 is laced foul. And it's 2-1. Bautista out ahead.
That's what happens when you make solid contact on the cut fastball. It's busting you inside, and if you get the barrel of the bat on it, you're going to pull it foul. That's exactly what Bautista does.
2-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and in, and it's 3-1 to Bautista. Jays have been playing some close games. They have played 10 of their last 12 that have been decided by 2 runs or less. And as I mentioned, coming in there, 7-7 to begin the year. They get that first West Coast trip out of the way. Here's strike 2, full count. John Farrell and the Jays to Seattle and Los Angeles in the front end of this lengthy trip. 3-2 pitch. In the air, down the right field line, falling fast and falling fair. He'll jump up into the seats for a ground rule double. And Jose Bautista will be standing at second base with 2 down here in the first inning.
Almost by accident there for Bautista as he takes a cut fastball and just kind of flicks at it to the opposite field. There's the cut fastball out over the plate. Bautista gets underneath it. It stays in fair territory, then bounces up into the stands for the ground rule double.
So 2 down, Bautista at second base, and a chance for Adam Lind. Lind at 236, the home run, 9 runs batted in. Yesterday 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts in the game. As he takes strike 1. And an 8-game hitting streak to start the year. But has gone just 4 for 30 on this long road trip for the Jays. He's cooled off. Fooled Lynn. He was buckled, and it's 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls, back-to-back curveballs from John Lester to quickly get ahead of Adam Lind. That one right at the bottom of the strike zone.
There goes Bautista for third. Lind hits it on the ground at first. Gonzalez has got it. He'll take it to the bag and end the top of the first inning. Jays leave a base runner in scoring position. Red Sox are coming up. On the top of the first, Red Sox coming up. The starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers on this Junior Announcer Day from Fenway.
Thanks, Don. Hi, I'm Aubrey Saunders of New York, Pennsylvania. Leading off for the Red Sox today, the left fielder, Mr. Carl Crawford. At second base, Mr. Justin Pedroia. The first baseman, Mr. Adrian Gonzalez. The third baseman, Mr. Kevin Youkilis. And the DH, Mr. David Ortiz. At shortstop, Mr. Jed Lowry. The right fielder, Mr. J.D. Drew. The catcher, Mr. Jared Saltalamacchia. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Mr. Jacoby Ellsbury.
Nice job, Aubrey, as the Red Sox today deal with Jesse Litch, and Carl Crawford leading it off here down 0-1. Gets the arms out of the way and takes strike 2. Crawford just 7 for 51 to begin the year. 137 batting average. Had yesterday off in its entirety. In there today. 0-2 pitch, missing just inside. It's 1-2. No doubt Jerry Carl wanted to get off to a big start here. This thing's starting to snowball on him a little bit as time has gone by here, and he's able to really get into a groove, and has been somewhere in between as he is on that swing. As He strikes out here for the first out of the bottom of the first.
Yeah, it looks like a cut fastball this time. Everything had been inside to Crawford. Then Jesse Litch goes away with the cutter to pick up the strikeout.
Jesse Litch on the mound, his third start of the year, 1-0 with a 2.38 earned run average coming in. Opponent's hitting at 250 against him. He's got 11 Ks and 11 1/3 innings of work. As Dustin Pedroia takes ball one. Jesse Litch in 2009 made 2 starts before going on the DL and had Tommy John surgery in June of 2009. He's back this season for the Blue Jays. At one point, a guy that they thought extremely highly of in his career against the Red Sox. 4 wins, 2 losses, and ERA under 4. He had 7 career starts. Had a no decision against the Mariners. He left when things were looking pretty good. He had a 5-0 lead when he left. But the Blue Jays ended up losing 8-7 to the Mariners, who came from behind against the Blue Jays pen. So he comes in at 1-0, but a no decision last time out. One he should have won. On the ground to deep third. Jason Nix, a long throw. It'll get there in time to get Pedroia 2 down.
Let's take a look at Toronto defense. 11th in the American League with 13 errors in 14 games. Jason Nix at third base. Yunel Escobar, the shortstop. Aaron Hill at second. And Adam Lind, the first baseman. Left to right, Juan Rivera, Corey Patterson, and Jose Batista. And J.C. Arancibia doing the catching for Jesse Lynch.
2 down here in the first inning. Here's Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez cranks it foul down the left field line, out of play. Adrian at 250 to begin the year. The home run, 8 runs batted in. He's 1 for 7 in this series against the Blue Jays and 5 for 25 on the homestand, which wraps up here tomorrow. This one carved foul, and it's 0-2. Well, the Red Sox able to get a victory here yesterday. They are 3-10 coming into today's action, but 5 games back of the Yankees to start the day. Trying to get a streak going here. Put together 2 in a row. Today they take on the Blue Jays and Jesse Litch. 0-2 in the dirt. Jays go into the shift, but it is a much different shift for Adrian Gonzalez than it is for David Ortiz. With Ortiz, they have Hill well back on the grass and in short right and pulled towards the line. With Adrian Gonzalez, who's stack it up on the right side. And Hill almost at the lip of the dirt area. As Gonzalez takes it in tight, Litch thought he had strike 3.
They also take Jason Nix and they put him over in that shortstop position. Yunel Escobar stays home in his normal shortstop position.
Gonzalez rips it into center field, a ringing single. Corey Patterson over to play it, but it's a 2-out base hit for Adrian Gonzalez. Nice solid contact here for Gonzalez.
Now that's the first time that Adrian Gonzalez has faced Jesse Litch in a hard line drive up the middle for the base hit. Once again, looks like that cut fastball, and look at that beautiful swing. Head on the baseball and drives it right back up the middle for the hit.
So 2 down, Gonzalez at first base, and here's Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis takes strike 1 from Litch. He is 2 for 10 in his career against Litch, and 205 on the season with a home run. 5 runs batted in for Youkilis, and OBP of 436. He's been walking a lot. Wraps it foul and is in the hole, 0-2.
It's one of the few straight fastballs that Litch has thrown. He threw one to Pedroia and now one to Youkilis. Most of the pitches here in the first inning have been cutters or sliders. There's the fastball inside part of the plate. Youkilis hitting on top of it.
Only 89 miles an hour, but good movement on it. He's cutting in on Youkilis. Youkilis walked 10 times in the last 7 games and 15 times on the year. Gets his face out of the way of that pitch, up and in.
Elbow first and then face getting out of the way. Almost hit his elbow.
Nicholas tied for first in the majors in walks with the Reds' Johnny Gomes, former Tampa Bay Ray. Pitch gets away, and Gonzalez will scamper to second base. Dancing off the glove of J.P. Arancibia, and Gonzalez in scoring position with 2 down.
Get men in scoring position any way you can, and here in a fastball that's down and away, Arancibia goes to the backhand. He can't make the play, and Gonzalez does get into scoring position with 2 outs.
They charge Arancibia with a pass ball. Allows Gonzalez to take second base. Inside frame by Arancibia. Thought it might be on the corner. Full count now. Red Sox able to jump out early yesterday, trying to do the same today. Adrian Gonzalez at second base, 2 down. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Youkilis strikes out to end the first. We played 1 from Fenway, no score. Tickets on Wednesdays by being spotted enjoying a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee at participating locations. Go to DunkinDonuts.com/hot-cold to learn more. There's no purchase necessary, and it's open to legal residents in Massachusetts or New Hampshire, 18 or older. For a full set of official rules, visit DunkinDonuts.com. Second inning back at what is now sunny Fenway Park. Clouds have moved out, and beautiful sunshine here at Fenway Park at the moment as Aaron Hill, second baseman for the Jays, stands in and takes strike 1. Hill is part of our key matchup brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. Just 2 for 24 against John Lester. .241 start to the season for Hill overall. No homers and 8 runs batted in. He was 2 for 3 yesterday. One of the guys who did have success against Josh Beckett. Had a double, a walk, And it's 5 for his last 7. He's had a great beginning to this series. But the tough numbers in the past against John Lester. Just outside, 2-2.
Lester trying to pick up that outside corner with the cut fastball. Just missed outside.
Aaron Hill's got some pop. Does not have a home run this year, but he ranked second among American League second basemen last year with 26. And Lester thought he had strike 3 on that corner. Doesn't get the call from Doug Eddings.
Yeah, it goes right back to the outside corner, but this time with the straight fastball instead of the cutter. And both 4 and 5, those pitches almost in the exact same place.
Back out there again and misses again. Lester wanted both the last 2 pitches. But instead it's ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Aaron Hill.
Once again, just about the same spot. Watch 4, 5, and now 6, just below it.
So leadoff walk here for Aaron Hill, and here's J.P. Arancibia, the catcher for the Blue Jays. Yesterday we saw Jose Molina catch the day game after the night game, but Arancibia back in there. He's got 2 long balls on the year, 6 RBIs. And there's a pitch in there for a strike over the outside corner. His second career multi-home run game. Did it against Tampa Bay last year in his major league debut, and was able to do it against the Twins on April the 1st of this season. Time called.
Aaron Hill over at first base, 5 steals on the season. He has not been caught, and we've seen in this series the Jays will run.
They've been very aggressive in this series, even down in games. That's not stopped their running. This is chopped to the vacated right side into right field. Aaron Hill will take second base on the single for Arancibia. And the Blue Jays have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Just shoots this ball between the gap at first and second. A fastball down, a little bit of a late swing by Arancibia, but effective as he finds right field.
First career hit for Arancibia against the Red Sox. He's now 1 for 15 in that category. But on here, 2 on, nobody out for Travis Snyder. He's now with the DH today. A slow start to the season, hitting at 170. There's ball 1 away. He's 4 for his last 29. Was 1 for 4 yesterday against Beckett and company. He got an RBI in yesterday's game. Inside 2-0. Lester had that one bad inning in his last outing where he appeared to lose it a little bit, and that was costly. He ended up taking the loss, giving up all 3 of the runs that he allowed in 1 inning. That came in the 5th inning on 4 singles. This one was sent foul, 2-1. Not allowed any runs in 6 of his 7 innings of work. The Red Sox didn't score any runs for him offensively. 109 pitches in each of the last 2 outings. And already today at 30 pitches and 1+ inning. Running around out there at second base was Hill, and had to scamper back as Lester bluffed.
Yeah, we've seen this the whole series. Almost every runner on the Blue Jays is trying to get that running jump. Sometimes they'll fake it at first base. There you see Aaron Hill trying to get a running lead toward third base. Lester certainly acknowledges that by stepping off.
It's away, and it's 3-1. Lester led the American League, was second in the majors in strikeouts per 9 innings last year at 9.7. And amazingly, in his first outing this year, 5 1/3 innings against Texas Rangers, had no Ks. Since then, he had a 9K performance against the Cleveland Indians at Cleveland and 6 strikeouts last time out against Tampa Bay here at Fenway Park. He has 1K today. This is hit on the ground. His short could be 2. Lowry to second for 1, on to first for 2. This what Lester needed. 2 down in the inning as Aaron Hill takes third.
Now, a lot of dancing around at second base by Aaron Hill, and that kept Jed Lowry close to him, but Lowry able to get back in position to make this play on the ground ball. There's Lowry getting back to his position at shortstop. The ground ball right at him, underneath to Pedroia, and they complete the double play. 2 big outs for the Red Sox.
So 2 down, Hill 90 feet away, and here is Juan Rivera. He appeared in the opening game of this 4-game series, had yesterday off, and back in left field today. As he takes strike 1, 96 that time from Lester. A 1-11 start to the season for Rivera. And here on Friday night, he was 0 for 3 with a walk. Last year had 15 home runs. It's the 4th time in his career that he had 15 or more. And each time he was able to do that, he was a member of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Had 40 home runs in 09 and 2010 as an Angel. Swing and a miss. And is down 1-2.
That's the nasty cutter right there from John Lester, really barreling in down below the hands of Juan Rivera, swinging right on top of the cutter.
One ball, 2 strikes to Juan Rivera. Down and in on the breaking ball, and it's 2-2 as it misses. Rivera coming over from the Angels, part of the deal that involved Mike Napoli coming here for a 4-day period in exchange for Vernon Wells. And that deal made January 21st this last offseason. Napoli, of course, moving on to the Texas Rangers, and Rivera staying here with the Blue Jays. Saw Hill at third base. Here's a 2-2. Ball 3, full count. John Lester getting his first opening day nod of his career against Mike Napoli and the Texas Rangers. Today marks his 4th start of the year. Bounces in for ball 4. Second walk of the inning, end of the outing, allowed by Lester. And it's 1st and 3rd with 2 down. I want to remind you to follow the Red Sox with MLB.com @BAT11 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit RedSox.com for details. Lester trying to work his way around 2 walks in the inning. 1st and 3rd, 2 down for the number 9 man, Jason Nix. Blue Jays third baseman at .265 with 2 home runs and 4 runs batted in. Runner at first goes, the throw goes through, and scoring a run from third base is Hill. They got Rivera in a rundown. An aggressive base running for the Blue Jays again. And the Blue Jays able to work a run out of it. It's 1-0 Toronto after an inning and a half. Show. Dennis and Callahan. Tune in tomorrow morning at 6 to hear the best sports talk in America with John Dennis and Jerry Callahan. That's weekday mornings at 6 on the WEEI Sports Radio Network, and, of course, right here on NESN. The Blue Jays have been very aggressive offensively in this series and on the base paths, and no different here as they eke out a run.
What happens here when the man takes off at first base, the catcher's supposed to check the runner at third, and Saltalamacchia never did that. So Aaron Hill got an excellent jump at third base. Once the throw goes through, he has no problem scoring. But in those occasions on first and third, most of the time that catcher will catch it, check the runner at third base, try to freeze him, then make the throw to second base.
Juan Rivera able to get hung up between first and second long enough, plenty time enough for Hill to score. This is down to first and Adam Lind for the first out here in the second inning. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Jed Lowry has been a bright spot for the Red Sox this season. He's batting a team best .500, and he's been a nice right-handed bat against all the lefties the Red Sox have been facing. But he talked to Peter Gammons about how he became a switch hitter.
One day my dad asked me if I wanted to get in the cage left-handed and try it out. And tried it out, and there was something there. It certainly wasn't a finished product right away, but there was something there. And I started taking private lessons and doing a lot of work on my left-handed swing, and it was a skill that I learned.
Lowry is actually hitting much better left-handed than from the right side of the plate this season, although it's a very small sample size. But with Marco Scudero off to a slow start at the plate and Lowry also able to play all four infield positions, Terry Francona is really getting him in there as much as possible. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Bridges got caught kind of not running down the first baseline. He thought it was going to go foul, and the wind takes this and makes it fair.
You see the wind blowing hard from left to right today, and this ball looked like it was going to be out of play. Lowry does not run at first, does not run yet, and that ball drops in fair territory. He really should be standing on second base. Even the outfielder quit on it. Juan Rivera thinking the ball was going to be foul.
So he stands at first base with one out. Here is J.D. Drew, who takes strike one. Lowry enjoying his 27th birthday, and yesterday was 3 for 5 in the game, and as Terry Francona said before the game, it just can't keep him out of the lineup at the moment. He's too hot. So in he is, and he's got a base hit here with one out in the second inning. Drew rifles it into center field, a base hit. Lowry is headed for third base. Throw goes to second, and it's first and third with one down.
Well, J.D. Drew gets a fastball from Jesse Litch, and he rifles it up the middle. Gonzalez a little bit lower into center field, a little bit higher for J.D. Drew. And going first to third on the plate, Jed Lowry. So the Red Sox have something cooking with one out here in the second inning.
So 2 on, 1 out. And here is Jared Saltalamacchia. Sox catcher back in there today. A 138 average to start the season. No home runs in. 2 runs batted in. And it's strike one from Litch. Saltalamacchia 0 for 3 in the series. Fouled off to the left, 0-2. Red Sox is a team hitting at .230 on the year. Is tied for 12th in the American League with the Baltimore Orioles. Team hitting the best right now average-wise, Kansas City Royals, hitting at .279 as a team and off to a good start this year. They're tied for first in the American League Central with the Cleveland Indians. First and third, one down. There's an 0-2 pitch. On the ground right side, and Hill won't get it. In from third is Lowry to tie the game 1-1. Jared Saltalamacchia with an RBI single, and it's tied 1-1.
Something off speed here from Jesse Litch. Looked like it might have been a changeup that's down and away, and reaching out across the plate and hooking it is Saltalamacchia. Gets it by the dive of Aaron Hill, and the Red Sox tie the score. Good plate coverage there by Saltalamacchia. That was a pretty good pitch down and away from him, and he's able to reach out and hook it. Didn't hit it hard, but good location.
3 straight hits and a run for the Red Sox, who already have 4 hits off Litch. Third inning and a third. And here's the number 9 man, Jacoby Ellsbury. 190 average, 2 homers and 5 runs batted in for Ellsbury, who's 1 for 5 in the series. Takes a pitch up top for ball 1. Numbers against Litch in his career is 3 for 9, a couple of walks for Ellsbury. Up high again, 2-0, and JP Arancibia is headed out. When the temperatures really start heating up this season, make sure you call in the Relief Quencher, Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. It's all your favorite frozen and fountain refreshments in one place for just 79 cents, any size. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms. John Farrell looking on as the Red Sox have tied the game 1-1. Runners at first and second, 1 down. And here's a 2-0 that Ellsbury hits in the air to deep right down the line, towards the pole, around it, and gone. 3-run home run for Jacoby Ellsbury, his 3rd home run of the year, and the Red Sox go on top 4-1.
Jacoby Ellsbury showing some early season pop in his back. He gets the fastball from Litch, and he hooks it deep down that right field line. That one off his bat leg, almost an uppercut swing there by Jacoby Ellsbury.
Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. And Jacoby Ellsbury, his 3rd home run of the year. And the Red Sox, who trailed 1-0 coming into this bottom of the 2nd inning, now have a 4-1 lead. Crawford, a swing and a miss, and a pitch down and in.
Again, an awkward swing there by Kyle Crawford on the slider from Jesse Litch.
Crawford struck out in the 1st inning. Happy 9th birthday. Outside, and it's 2-2. On the ground down to first, Adam Lind has got it, and he'll handle the 2nd out of the inning. Speaking of birthdays, all of us at the Red Sox in Nesson want to wish a very special 97th birthday to Violet Monaghan today. She's such a big Red Sox fan that she doesn't let anyone in her home wearing a Yankees hat. Happy birthday, Violet. Hope you're having a great day today.
Happy birthday, Vi.
Also want to send along best wishes, Jerry, to my grandmother, Virginia, who had a fall yesterday, and I understand she was at the hospital yesterday, and she's doing better today. So
good.
I want to wish her well.
Get well, Virginia.
Melrose, Mass. As Dustin Pedroia takes strike 1.
I don't think I have anything to push out there today.
Nothing?
Nothing at the moment. I can't think of anything.
No one you want to send hello to?
No.
Jed Lowry's birthday is today, and also we want to wish a very special 1st birthday to Gunnar Papelbon today. Gunnar, of course, the son of Jonathan and Ashley Papelbon. 1-1 to Pedroia. He is fouled off, 1-2. Pedroia grounded out to third base in the first inning. Now takes a pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Jesse Litch is on the mound today for the Toronto Blue Jays. And still pretty young man, Jerry. Hard to imagine that he was the Tampa Bay Devil Rays bat boy from 2002 and 2003. Intern for the Rays at the time, as they were known as the Devil Rays at the time, and then their bat boy for 2 seasons. The 2-2 is down low, full count.
So he came to the big leagues with a knowledge of the inner workings of a clubhouse, that's for sure.
And then on July 31st of 07, he returned to Tampa Bay to face his former employers, and he picked up the win. Didn't give up a run in 6 2/3 innings.
And he got paid more than the bad boy.
3-2 pitch is a one-hopper to short. Escobar to first for the out that ends the inning. But a 4-run inning for the Red Sox, including a 3-run shot for Ellsbury. 4-1 Boston. Unos with TC, Jim, and Heidi at 10:30. We'll continue our Marathon Monday coverage with a preview of Daisuke Matsuzaka's start against the Jays in the final game of the homestand. Plus, the Boston Globe's Michael Vega will have the latest from the Sox clubhouse. Our full day of Marathon Monday coverage begins live from Yawkey Way tomorrow at 9:30, only on NESN. Top half of the third inning. Red Sox on top 4-1 for John Lester. As Jason Nix takes ball 1 outside.
What do they call it? Breakfast at Wimbledon?
Breakfast on NESN tomorrow?
Yeah, breakfast with TC and company.
40th pitch from Lester is on that outside corner. And evens it count at 1-1. Jason Nix obtained from the Cleveland Indians by the Toronto Blue Jays for cash consideration. 265 average, 2 homers, and 4 runs batted in. At the end of spring training, Nick's coming over from the Cleveland Indians as the pitch misses up top, 3-1. Lester walked 2 in the second inning. One of those walks turned into a run, and Aaron Hill. And the run for the Blue Jays so far as Yunel Escobar waits on deck. Outside ball 4, and the third walk allowed by Lester in his outing. The Sox fans get 3 great Red Sox games in one exciting package with the MasterCard Triple Play packs. Seats are available in various locations throughout the ballpark. All packages will include one game with the Chicago Cubs to make their long-awaited return to Fenway Park. Visit redsox.com/tripleplay to get your Cubs tickets today. Jason Nix aboard at first. Nobody out here in the third inning for Yunel Escobar. He bounced out to third base in the first inning. Lester wants that outside corner, and he's not getting it. Dropped the shoulders again after that last pitch as he falls behind 1-0.
I think with the last pitch, maybe more upset with the breaking ball than not getting the call. Not a real shot curveball by John Lester, that last pitch.
Toward first and back in plenty of time is Nix.
Nix has a couple of steals on the season. He has not been caught.
Just because the Blue Jays are down by 3 runs does not mean they're going to stop running, as we have seen in this series over and over again. So Lester keeping them close. Second time Yunel Escobar has seen Lester today. Grounded out to third base back in the first inning. And a broken bat. Look out, John Lester. To second for 1, on to first for 2. Lester just seeing the action now as he tried to dance away from the bat coming back at him. It was like chasing him. But he does avoid the barrel of the bat and gets a double play. It all works out in the end.
Yeah, and that thing really splintered all over the place, too. That was that cut fastball from Lester again that jams Escobar, splits the bat right there as it heads out toward Lester. That thing's bouncing right toward him. Got to replace all divots in the infield. Watch the divot that comes up. Red Sox turn over the double play. So the second double play for the Red Sox today. Wow, look out.
So 2 down here in the third inning. As Corey Patterson comes up, bases empty now for the Blue Jays. Patterson a strikeout victim in the first inning. To left field, Carl Crawford ranging back, can't get it. It is out of his reach and back to the track and the wall as Patterson to second base. Crawford started back on that ball like he was going to get it, but he gets away from him quickly and quickly to the track and the wall.
Yeah, it looked like he took one step to his left, then decided to go back on it, and by the time he got going backwards, it was not in time to make the play. Watch Crawford go to his left one step, then back, and the ball finds its way over the glove.
Brings up Jose Bautista with a runner at second base and 2 down. He doubled in the first inning. The ground rule double down the right field line. And here he is again to face Lester. And there for strike 1. 93 and the fastball from John Lester. Jose Bautista, 30 years old, from Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. 54 home runs a year ago. Had just 13 the year before in his second year in Toronto. Led the majors with the 54 home runs and a total of 92 extra base hits. new Blue Jays single season home run record as George Bell held the previous mark, 47 home runs. That was back in 1987. But quite an increase. 41 more home runs last year than the year before. Just outside, 2-1.
Now Lester continues to be frustrated by some of these calls. We'll take another look. That ball outside. The one previous to that was a strike that was not called a strike. And I think that's the one that frustrated Lester even more than the last pitch.
This will be his 50th pitch of his outing. Bautista cranks it foul. Outfield deep and straight away on Bautista with 2 outs. Corey Patterson at second base. And a 2-2 from Lester. Up and away, full count. John has walked more today than he has struck out. He struck out Patterson in the first, but since then he's allowed 3 walks. Aaron Hill, Juan Rivera, and more recently in this inning to Jason Nix. There is Adam Lynn waiting on deck. Runner takes off for third. Bautista strikes out. Couldn't hold up on the fastball up. Second strikeout for Lester. We played 2.5, 4-1 Red Sox. Last of the third, 4-1. Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays, out hitting the Jays 5-3. Adrian Gonzalez, Kevin Youkilis, and David Ortiz. And inning number 3 is Jesse Litch. This is on the ground right at Hill in the shift, and Adrian Gonzalez out on one pitch here in the third inning. down, and Kevin Youkilis coming up. Youkilis struck out swinging in the first inning. One of 2 strikeouts for Litch. And strike 1 to Youkilis. Litch, who had Tommy John surgery, was out from the end of the 09 season until June 10th of 2010. And had last year in August back on the DL, season-ending surgery on his right hip. So it's been a series of injuries for him in the early portion of his career. It's 1-1. Missing for ball 2, 2-1. Which is still just 26 years old. He's a 13-game winner in 2008. One crank foul off to the right, 2-2. Ground ball softly hit towards Escobar at short, on the move and in time to get Youkilis with his second out of the 3rd inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, as you just mentioned, Jesse Litch has only made 10 starts over the last 2 seasons because of that Tommy John surgery. He's done pretty well in his first 2 starts this season with a 2.38 ERA heading into today's game. I talked to John Farrell about what he's seen from Litch.
Jesse's gone 7+ innings against the A's. He went 5 the other night out in Seattle. But much like his career has always been, he's a guy that has never given in. He's been able to stay away from the big inning. And again, like all of our guys in this next turn, we're hoping for more of the same here in Boston.
Litch has made 7 starts against the Sox in his career. He's 4-2 with a 3.83 ERA against Boston. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much. As former 24th round pick by the Blue Jays back in 2004, healthy now. Big swing from Ortiz. It is 1-1. 3 for 17 in his career against Jesse Litch. Little check swing grounder. It's Escobar with the shift on. The shortstop throws out Ortiz. 3 ground ball outs, 5 in a row for Litch, but it's 4-1 Red Sox at the end of 3. The runners won't be the only ones in town participating in a marathon. Shortly after the Red Sox coverage concludes in the afternoon, Nesson will be gearing up for Game 3, the Bruins playoff series against Montreal. Coverage begins with Catherine Tappan and Gord Kuzak. 1 hour edition of Bruins Face Off Live starting at 6:30. For more info on our marathon, visit Nesson.com. Bruins got to get going.
Yeah, I watched that game last night. Had to grab the quick dinner and got back to watch. Saw most of it.
Disappointing first 2 games at home.
I guess I'm not a hockey expert, but it seemed to me that it would help if they jump on top.
Yes, definitely get a lead. Work with the lead. For Tim Thomas and the Bruins, who will be headed to Montreal. Glastonbury, Connecticut here today. Adam Lind is quickly down 0-2.
Breaking ball there from John Lester. The cut fastball will pick up the strike on Adam Lind. Goes back to the breaking ball again. They go into that 1-4 defense, I guess is what they call it, huh? That's what Barry Peterson and Gord Kuzak were talking about with Catherine Tappan. I learned about that last night. The old 1-4.
You were thinking they were heading in that direction heading into the series. 1-2 is in the air. Short left. Crawford making his way in. Makes the catch. The glass is on for the first out of the 4th inning. Turned out to be a very nice day here today.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day. And I guess another nice one tomorrow for the marathon for the Red Sox game. Certainly much nicer than the last couple of days, which was very cold here at Fenway.
One out here in the 4th inning. Aaron Hill coming up. Walked in the 2nd inning. Came around to score the Blue Jays' lone run. As he takes strike 1. Out ahead, sends it foul to the left hand, out of play. 0-2. $19 wins a year ago for John Lester. Selected to his first American League All-Star team. Finished up last year 4th in the American League in Cy Young Award voting. First win for a Red Sox left-hander since 1953. Mel Parnell had 21 victories. On the ground towards third, Youkilis plays the high hop. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning.
Of course, with everything else going on in town, we got the Celtics that open up tonight against the Knicks. So what a weekend in Boston this has been.
And will continue into tomorrow. AP and Sebia bats with 2 down in the inning. Red Sox after the ball game tomorrow head out to Oakland for the brief and only visit of the year to the Oakland A's 2-game series.
It's kind of good, you know. You got an 11 o'clock game. You get to make a 6-hour flight out to San Francisco. Nice day. It's a long day, but it's a nice day.
In there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Up and away is 1-2.
Wonder if we'll be able to get that hockey game on the plane tomorrow. Some guys will be able to get it on the computer.
Yes.
Jim White will get it on the computer, won't
Yes.
he? Maybe he'll sit next to him and watch the hockey game.
It's outside. It's 2-2. The only problem is I think Jim's going to be watching the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a big Buffalo Sabre guy. I don't know if they're playing tomorrow night too. Oh, you can watch 2 at the same time, so maybe.
The cash takes out care of a lot of those problems, Don. Just take out some money.
Swing and a miss. Aaron Sebia down on strikes. 3rd kick for Lester. 3.5 done. 4-1 Red Sox.
and up to 5 times the points just for playing slots. Only at Foxwoods Resort Casino and MGM Grand at Foxwoods. Foxwoods, official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
4-1 Red Sox on top of the Toronto Blue Jays as we head to the home half of the 4th inning. Jed Lowry singled his first time up and now takes a strike over the outside corner. 5 in a row retired by Jesse Litch, all on ground ball outs. There's 7 ground ball outs through the first 3 innings. This one sent foul to the left out of play, 0-2. The one bad inning for Jesse Litch. She gave up 4 hits and the big blast, the 3-run home run by Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury getting his 3rd home run of the year. He has 6, 7, and 8. Lowry with a swing and a miss, strikes out. 3rd strikeout for Litch. 1 down here in the 4th inning.
Slider that time from Jesse Litch to pick up the strikeout against Jed Lowry. He's able to keep it down and actually out of the zone. Lowry chases it. As Don mentioned, a 3rd strikeout. Full Litch on the afternoon, 2 of those coming in the 1st inning.
1 down in the 4th for J.D. Drew. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Drew singled to center field in the 2nd inning. Quickly down 0-2, and J.D. disagrees. The base hit he had back in the 2nd inning, first hit of the series. They've been 0 for 5 coming into today's start. Swing and a miss, and Drew strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Litch. 4 in all, 2 down.
Well, it was a slider to Jed Lowry. Now it's a cut fastball to J.D. Drew to pick up the strikeout. This ball down and just a little bit out of the strike zone.
Two down in the 4th inning. Jared Saltalamacchia coming up. And an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Breaking ball away. '60th pitch for Litch, and it's in there for strike 1. Litch looking at that landing area, kind of slipped at the end. 2-1. Outside ball 3, 3-1 to Jared Saltalamacchia. It's jammed and fouls it off back above us. Gives us a chance to check out today's AT&T trivia question. Who is the last player to have 5 hits in a game against the Toronto Blue Jays? And the answer for you a little later. Two down here in the 4th. A 3-2 pitch coming to Jared Saltalamacchia. On the ground down the first baseline. Picked on the backhand by Lind, who runs to the bag for the out that ends things in the 4th. We played 4. It's 4-1 Boston. $1,000 for every home run hit Adrian has hit this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. 4-1 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. And it'll be Travis Snyder, Juan Rivera, and Jason Nix to bat here in the fifth. Deals with the pitch outside. Snyder bounced into a 6-4-3 double play in the second inning. 1 of 2 turned today by the Red Sox infield. Swing and a miss. Misses for ball 2, 2-1. Lester has surrendered 3 hits in the game, a double for Bautista, single for Aaron Sebia, and a double for Patterson. This one gets away. '69th pitch for Lester of the day. And it is popped up foul. That'll get back into the seats.
Broken bat on an inside fastball for Travis Snyder. Get a new piece of lumber, put some pine tar on it.
I want to remind you tonight at 10 to join Jade McCarthy for Ness and Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. We'll have reaction from the Bruins as they look to cut the Canadiens' 2-0 series lead in half in Game 3 tomorrow night in Montreal. Plus, the Celtics begin their quest for banner number 18 as they square off against the New York Knicks in Game 1 tonight at the Garden. All this and much more on Ness and Daily tonight at 10, only on Nesson. Travis Snyder batting with a count of 3-2. And he strikes out looking. 4th strikeout for Lester, 1 down in the 5th inning.
John Lester back to the cutter to pick up the strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts into the 4th with a strikeout on Aaron Sebia on a fastball. Now the cut fastball from Lester to pick up the strikeout.
.733 career strikeouts, 4th most in Red Sox history by a left-hander with that 4th strikeout of the day. As Juan Rivera takes a pitch inside. Rivera walked in the 2nd inning. 1 of 3 walks allowed by Lester today. Broken bat, grounder foul. Youkilis out of the way of that bat, headed down in his general direction.
And there's been a lot of firewood around that infield so far this afternoon. Barrel of the bat heading out toward Kevin Youkilis. The ball clearly in foul territory.
They're getting a new bat. Lester has retired 5 in a row. Has 1 out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Working to the bottom of the Blue Jays order. Rivera now, and then number 9 man Jason Nix next. Outside, 3-1. Rivera walked in the 2nd inning as you see Nix waiting on deck here for the Jays. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Francona, the Red Sox looking to win back-to-back games after a victory here yesterday against Toronto. They enjoy a 4-1 lead as the Blue Jays bat here in the visiting half of the 5th inning. Rivera grounds one by the mound softly. Lowry on the run, and in time. Nice play. 2 down.
Now Lester looking for a couple of easy innings here. The fourth was a 1-2-3 inning. Would love to have another one here. Soft ground ball to Jed Lowry that time on the cut fastball. And it gets Rivera by a half a step at first base. A couple of pitches ago, a nice catch up in the stands. Oh, reaching over. Very nice. Very nice.
Jason Nix hits this well to deep left field and high off the monster. Taken by Crawford quickly, and it holds. Nix to a very long single to left. That nearly got out of here.
Any other ballpark, that's probably a home run, but here at Fenway, it's a very long single. Right at the top of that left field wall, a line shot by Nix. That didn't miss going out by very much, just below that line. And thrown back in quickly by Kyle Crawford as Nix has to hold at first base with a very long single.
2 down, Nix at first. He's got the 4th hit of the day for the Blue Jays, and he's back up top for Yunel Escobar. Takes ball 1. Escobar spending time in the DL last year with a strained left groin. And early this season, in a mild concussion, sliding head first into third base. His head hit the knee of Andy LaRoche. The deal on July 14th of last year saw Alex Gonzalez go to the Atlanta Braves. Jojo Reyes and Yunel Escobar coming to Toronto. Saw Reyes yesterday. Low throw dug out on the backhand by Gonzalez. Up top, and it is 2-1 now to Escobar. Just didn't really work out for Escobar with the Atlanta Braves. So much promise as their shortstop coming up, and things didn't go well there in Atlanta. Over to first base, and Nix back in time. Take strike 2, 2-2. Wanted to swing but didn't. Couldn't pull the trigger. 93 that time on the fastball from Lester, and it evens at 2-2.
Yeah, had himself a pretty good pitch to swing at. A fastball right down the middle of the plate, but could not take that cut. Takes it after the pitch has gone by.
Here goes the runner at first as Escobar sends it foul off to the right, not a play. Escobar from Havana, Cuba. The former second-round pick of the Braves back in June of 2005. 2-2 is in the dirt, and off is the runner again, and able to steal second base is Jason Nix with 2 outs in the inning.
Well, again, regardless of the score, the Blue Jays continue to run on the Red Sox. Breaking ball that time from Lester. There's the one-hop throw to second base, and not a time to get Nix. It's the hand in before the tag of Pedroia, who kind of waves at it, then just keeps the foot on the bag.
2 down, Nix at second base, and a 2-2. Escobar went around, strike 3. 5th strikeout for Lester. Halfway through this one, 4-1, Red Sox on top. you by Eastern Bank. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. These are just some of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Last half of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park. It's 4-1. Red Sox on top. Largely because of the 3-run home run by Jacoby Ellsbury back in the second inning. Ellsbury leads it off here in the fifth with a fly ball headed out to shallow right center. Bautista calling and catching out number one. A couple of innings ago, we had the AT&T trivia question. Question was, who is the last player to have 5 hits in a game against Toronto? And the answer is a guy who would like to hit right now. Kyle Crawford did it May 24th of 2006. He was 5 for 5 that day. 4 singles and a home run off Josh Towers. 5 hits were a career high for Crawford. Also had 5 hits in a game once in the postseason. It was game 4 of the 2008 ALCS right here at Fenway Park. And 2 plate appearances today. Crawford 0 for 2. He struck out in the first inning swinging, grounded out to first base in the second inning. Look out, showed bunt, had to get out of the way.
Crawford trying to do anything to get on base this time, taking the bunt. Not a good pitch at all, as it almost gets him in the leg.
And this one dragged down the first baseline, but Litch gets it and flips to first for out number 2. Is that something, Jerry, you would do in the past in your career if you had to get it going?
You know, it's amazing, Don. You always feel like, when you're in a slump with a thing, the way to get out of it is to bunt your way out. It seems like when you're not swinging well, you're not bunting well either. It's amazing. That time he tried to drag the ball towards second base, couldn't get it by the pitcher, and it results in an out, and the frustration continues for Kyle Crawford.
2 down here in the fifth inning. Dustin Pedroia standing in. He is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to the left side twice. Once to third, once to short as he takes a look at strike one. '70th pitch of the day for Jesse Litch. He is in a groove right now. He's retired 10 Red Sox in a row. 2 strikeouts during that stretch and 7 ground ball outs. Only 1 in the air. With the exception of 1 inning, the second inning has been a very good outing for Jesse Litch. This is the way his 2011 season has kind of started. He mentioned last time out left with a 5-0 lead. And ended up with a no decision in that game as the Jays went on to lose to the Mariners. He won his first decision of the year. There's 2 outs in the fifth and ready with a 2-2 to Pedroia. In the air to shallow center field. Patterson with the glasses down. Makes the catch. It ends the inning. 11 in a row retired by Litch, but it's the Red Sox on top 4-1. Lester back on the mound as the Red Sox got a 3-run lead for him. He's got 5 strikeouts today, 3 walks. Dealing with Corey Patterson, Jose Bautista, and Adam Lynn. 2, 3, and 4 for the Blue Jays here in the 6th inning. Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Broken bat grounder right back at Lester. Fields and throws underhanded for round number 1 of the 6th inning. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, the Red Sox once again collected donations at the gate today to help the victims of the earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan. In fact, all of Major League Baseball is collecting donations at today's games across the country, with 100% of those donations going to the Japan Committee for UNICEF. Prior to today, the Red Sox Foundation had collected $1.3 million for the Japanese Red Cross, including a $1 million donation from Daisuke Matsuzaka and $50,000 from the Red Sox Foundation. Fans can donate in person at every gate or go online to redsoxfoundation.org. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Daisuke Matsuzaka contributing greatly, as Heidi mentioned. Daisuke on the mound here tomorrow. And the final game of the 4-game series. Red Sox got to deal with yet another lefty tomorrow. Ricky Romero, a good lefty, on the mound tomorrow. So 1.66 ERA out of the gate. 2 up and away. '90th pitch for Lester. It's not close. 2-2. Jose Bautista doubled in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. On the ground to 3rd. Youkilis has it and throws across in plenty of time. 2 down. That shot that he took about kneecap high and throws out Bautista.
Now, right now, John Lester getting an awful lot of outs with his cut fastball. Kevin Youkilis down at the hot corner, and very quickly that ball was on top of Youkilis and has plenty of time to wind up and let it fly over to first base to get the out.
Jerry, we talked about the infield surface, but it does appear that the hops are a little more true than they have been in past years here at Fenway.
Maybe tomorrow, Don, before the game, you should go down and take some ground balls and get some first-hand experience on that. I'll hit them to you.
I think I'll pass, thanks.
We can put that on an Essen pregame show.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. I always go to my backhand even when I don't need to. It's just more comfortable. I feel better that way.
Drop down to a knee, too. That'll help.
Number 2 is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Lind is grounded out to first, flied out to left. Lester here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Pitch number 95. And it's tap foul. One stays alive. Two and two now to Lind. Lester in his first 3 outings, 5 1/3 on opening day at Texas. And back-to-back outings in which he went 7 innings at Cleveland and at home against Tampa Bay. And again, the most pitches he's thrown in an outing is 109. Done in each of the last 2 outings. This one squib foul. We'll do it again. 2 and 2. I remind you, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Jonathan Papelbon picking up his 2nd save of the year yesterday. This is back under the glove of Lester, and by the dive of Pedroia. into center field. Adam Lynn has a 2-out base hit.
Adam Lynn has not had much success at all. Only 143 coming into the game against John Lester, but now 1 for 3 as he gets a base hit on this curveball. Reaches out and puts it right under the glove of both John Lester and a diving Dustin Pedroia.
So 2 down, Lind at first, and Aaron Hill, the batter. Walked and scored in the second inning, and then grounded out to third base in the fourth. To left field, Crawford is there, and he makes the catch, Bill with the cap high to end the inning. 5.5 done, 4-1, Red Sox on top. Led off today, did so in the third inning and grounded out. And a half-hearted swing here for strike one. Adrian 1 for 2 today, singled back in the first inning. He's got 1 of 5 Red Sox hits on the day. Strike over the outside corner this time, and it's 0-2. Jesse Litch right now has retired the last 11 Red Sox in a row. The 0-2 to Agon. Made by Aaron Sebia, but it's a tad outside. Jesse Litch giving up 4 runs in the second inning. Otherwise, he has been very good. High fly ball skied to left center field. Corey Patterson has room and makes the catch out there shy of the track for the first out of the 6th inning. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with TC, Jim, and Heidi. Get the breakdown of John Lester's performance today, including the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. Plus, the guys will answer your questions, so keep those tweets coming. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason's Extra Innings Live from Yawkey Way.
That's much more fun to go down to those press room segments after a win rather than a loss.
In there for strike one to Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis struck out in the first inning, grounded out in the third. Hooks it on the ground, foul outside the bag at third. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Pitch 80 for Jesse Litch. And it's outside to Youkilis. Away, full count. Lynch has not walked anybody today as he works with one out of the sixth. And he strikes out Youkilis. Second time Youkilis is down by way of the K. 5 strikeouts now for Litch. 2 down in the sixth inning.
Well, Jesse Litch stays with that slider on the 3-2 count to Kevin Youkilis. Everything away from Youkilis in that at bat. And even that last pitch off the outside edge, but too close to take.
Two down in the sixth, and 13 in a row retired by Jesse Litch as David Ortiz stands in. David is grounded out to first base, bounced out to short. As he takes ball one. David walked 3 times in the ball game yesterday. Rattles this one back up the middle into center. And breaks up the string of 13 in a row retired by Litch. A 2-out single for David Ortiz.
Yeah, Jesse Litch is not a guy that David's had a lot of success against. Only a 188 average and an 0 for 2 coming into the game today. But he takes this fastball from Litch that's right out over the plate and drives it right back where it should go. Right back through the middle for the base hit.
Ortiz at first, 2 down. Jed Lowry, the batter, on his 27th birthday. Jed with a single in the second inning, struck out swinging in the fourth inning. And a check swing grounder towards third. Nix will bobble and Lowry will reach. That hard hit. Jason Nix can't make the play.
Well, he mentioned, Don, the defense has not been very good for the Blue Jays in the early going. That should have been the 3rd out of the inning, but Nix decides to rush a little bit. And did not look that ball into his glove. Lowry's safe at first base. Never really got the glove all the way down to the grass.
They rule it a base hit, which I think is extremely generous, but Jed will take it.
Yeah, you'll take it at home, that's for sure.
So 2 on, 2 down, and Bruce Walton, the pitching coach, out there to talk to Jesse Litch. Casey Jansen up in the pen for the Blue Jays very quickly, the right-hander. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while here at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 2 outs in the 6th inning. David Ortiz at second base, Jed Lowry at first base. And here's J.D. Drew. Spins out of the way of ball 1. Drew singled in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th inning. Takes strike one, and the count evens at 1-1. Over the line for Jesse Litch, up to 88 pitches. And giving up his first hit since the second inning. In fact, he's given up 2 in this inning. Up top, all 2-1.
John Farrell becoming camera shy all of a sudden.
Brian Butterfield is not. '90th pitch for Jesse Litch. In there for strike 2, 2-2. Drew didn't think so.
See what the Amica pitch zone says. Pretty close.
Up high, ball 3, full count. Pitches from Litch's inning have been more up than they have been. And a full count now to Drew with Jared Saltalamacchia waiting on deck. Ortiz at second, Lowry at first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Drew takes the walk and heads down to first base. It's the first walk given up by Litch of the day. And it loads the bases for Boston.
Good patient at bat there by J.D. Drew. Couple of pitches up out of the strike zone. That one very close. Could have gone either way, but it goes in the favor of Drew. So a couple of breaks for the Red Sox in this inning. See if they can take advantage of it.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Jared Saltalamacchia single to drive in a run in the 2nd inning, and then grounded out in the 4th inning. Takes ball 1. Shadows are starting to creep their way to the home plate area, but not yet encompassing home plate. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Jesse Litch going to the slider to pick up the first strike on Saltalamacchia. Base hit here would be big. Open this game up for the Red Sox.
This time Saltalamacchia's been up this year with the bases loaded. 2 grand slams in his career. And takes a ball high, 2-1. Two outs in the 6th inning. David Ortiz at third base. Jed Lowry at second base. J.D. Drew at first. And a 2-1 coming to Jared Saltalamacchia. Mitchell went a long time pitching from the full line. Retired 13 Red Sox in a row prior to the base hit by David Ortiz with 2 outs to get all of this started. Grounded foul, and it's 2-2. Saltalamacchia hooks it into right. From third base comes Ortiz. Lowry is behind Ortiz. They're going to try and score Drew from first base. JD will be out at the plate. But 2 more runs for the Red Sox, who take a 6-1 lead. Runs driven in by Saltalamacchia. Petrocelli, Charlie Enrico relived great Red Sox moments from 1967 and 1975 to catch a ton of smallmouth bass. It's Charlie Moore Outdoors tonight at 7 only on NESN.
Take a look at that last play as Saltalamacchia gets a breaking ball and pulls it. That's going to drive in 2 runs. JD's going to try to score from first base. The throw goes in toward the middle of the infield. And then Escobar, the shortstop, turns and throws home and gets J.D. Drew on that straight-in slide to home plate.
A ground ball to deep short for Aaron Sebia. A high throw that'll end up off the screening in front of the Red Sox dugout. As Lowry went up into the air to make that throw, and Aaron Sebia will reach to begin things here in the top half of the 7th inning.
I think if Lowry had to do that again, he'd probably plant himself and then make the throw. He makes the throw as he jumps. And, of course, much more difficult to control that kind of ball. Looks like he might have had time to get that plant and throw. Way over the head of Gonzalez, and Aaron Sebia picks up the base hit.
Second hit of the day for Aaron Sebia. And it brings up Travis Snyder with nobody out here in the 7th inning. Take strike 1. Travis Snyder grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the 2nd inning. He struck out looking in the 5th. 5 strikeouts today for John Lester. First action we've seen today. And it's Daniel Bard working in the pen. Sliced foul, 0-2. Inside. Ball and 2 strikes to Travis Snyder. 2-2 now to Snyder. Straight back, and it hangs at 2-2 to Snyder. Blue Jays first round draft choice. Out of high school, he had committed to Arizona State, but ended up signing with the Blue Jays. After the 2-2, fouls it off Saltalamacchia.
Well, I got him pretty good too, right in that face mask. You can hear it almost clank off the helmet that he wears underneath. Wow. That'll rattle the teeth a little bit.
To 110 pitches, the most he's thrown in any game of the year.
That pitch just off the inside corner has not gone to Lester all afternoon. It's been consistent.
Snyder grounds one, could be two. Lowry with a bobble gets nothing at second and nothing at first. Cleanly they had a shot, but Lowry can't, and everybody is safe. And that's going to do it for Lester. I mentioned this is the most pitches he's thrown in any game this year, and he will departed 111 pitches in his outing. It'll be Daniel Bard with the Red Sox on top 6-1. Six to 1, Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. They have 2 on, nobody out. Juan Rivera, the batter, takes ball 1. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. And it is Daniel Bard into the game for the Red Sox after 6+ from Lester. A scoreless inning pitched yesterday, second hold of 2011. It's his 7th appearance of the year. Line drive caught by Pedroia. Throw to first, double play. Nicely done, and Gonzalez getting over quickly to cover. They double off Schneider at first, 2 down.
A big double play, obviously, for the Red Sox. They thought they might have one on the Lowry ground ball. Instead, they get one on a line out from Rivera. One of the things they don't do in baseball anymore, when you used to be behind by a lot of runs, they used to tell you, do not take a secondary lead. For that particular reason there, so you don't get doubled up on a line drive. Get a very short lead and just stand there. Your run really doesn't mean anything.
That is the 3rd double play of the day turned by Boston. Here is Jason Nix with a runner at second. And the slider misses inside.
One more look at the Lowry error. It looked like he wanted to get that ball taken himself at second base to complete the double play. Instead, it hits off the heel of his glove, and that ran John Lester from the ball game.
Inside to Nix, and it is 2-0. Jason Nix walked in the 3rd inning, singled in the 5th inning, so his number 9 spot in the order. He's been on twice. Lester responsible for the runner at second base in Arancibia. Swinging a foul tip on the fastball at 96 miles an hour. John Lester today, 6+ innings, 6 hits so far, charged with 1 run. That came back in the 2nd inning. He walked 3 and struck out a total of 5. Now Bard with a 2-1. Inside, 3-1.
Understand my point on that play, though, Don?
Yes.
When you have the big lead, it doesn't make any sense to take a secondary lead, because any kind of line drive to an infielder, you're probably going to get doubled up. If you don't take that secondary lead, you get no chance of getting doubled up. I mean, that run really doesn't mean very much.
And a good-sized secondary lead for Travis Snyder, which was costly. This one fouled off, and a full count.
You see both runners. First of all, the runner at second taking that large lead. The runner at first taking a large secondary lead. Well, it makes it easy for Pedroia to catch a line drive and get a double play. If you don't have that secondary lead, you can get back to the bag.
Instead, 2 down in the inning. Arancibia at second base, and a 3-2 pitch to Jason Nix. Foul back and out of play, 98 that time from Bard. Bard was good everywhere, but especially at home last year. 0.81 ERA. Gave up 3 earned runs all year at Fenway Park and 33 1/3 innings pitched. Runner had a 131 batting average here at Fenway. JP Arancibia at second base, 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. Bard working for the 2nd straight day, ready with a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip that hits the ground. Doug Edding saying that Saltalamacchia did not catch it.
I did think I saw some dirt scuff up on that swing. We'll take one more look. Question is, was a foul tipped?
Swinging, this is definitely foul tipped. Saltalamacchia getting it on the shoulder, it appeared.
Right off the throwing shoulder, that right shoulder assault to Lamaki, where they have that extra padding.
CB at second base, 2 down here in the 7th inning. Again, the 3-2 to Jason Nix. Swinging a foul this time off Nix.
Been a painful at bat for the hitter, for the catcher, everybody involved. Ooh, right off the toe of Nix.
Ball 4, and Nix wins the battle as he hits down to first base with a walk.
Time now for the Coors Light freeze can. And the play we're about to see, I have no idea, and I'll try to get it before the end of the tour. Coors Light freeze can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Lots of stuff. There's double plays. There's that coming back. So 2 down, 2 on. Here is Yunel Escobar, 0 for 3 in the game. This one sliced foul off to the right. CB at second base, Nix at first, 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. This one missing inside, and it's 1-1. We mentioned earlier, Yunel Escobar is from Havana, Cuba. Back on October 6th of 2004, Escobar made the daring escape from Cuba, his home country, along with 5 other baseball players and another 30 people. Spent 3 days stowed away on a boat, sailing away from his family and friends. The life he once knew. 1-1 is a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 1-2. 25-foot boat Escobar was on eventually found its way to the Florida shoreline, and Escobar took up residency in Miami for several months. And because of the infection, he was subject to the draft, and then of course the Braves took him and was traded here to Toronto. 1-2 to Escobar. He's in there for strike 3. Bard strikes him out. It's 7th inning stretch for the Red Sox on top 6-1.
Jonas.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Fabulous job by Emma Jonas from Windham, New Hampshire. As the Red Sox have a 6-1 lead heading to the bottom of the 7th inning back here at Fenway Park, and it is Casey Jansen who is in the game after 6 innings today from Jesse Litch. Jansen makes an appearance in his 5th game of the year. No record. He's not given up a run in 2 2/3, but 4 hits. And the opponent sitting at 364 against Jansen, his 2nd appearance of the series. Jesse Litch, who was pretty good for a time today, he retired a total of 13 batters at one point in this game, but ran into trouble in the 2nd inning, giving up the 3-run home run to Jacoby Ellsbury and 4 runs in the 2nd and 2 in the 6th inning.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treat it. And Jacoby Ellsbury with a 3-run home run early in the ball game, a fastball right down the middle of the plate for Jacoby, his 3rd of the season.
Shills bunt, drops it down the 3rd baseline. Nix barehanded and in time. Nice play by Jason Nix to get Jacoby Ellsbury for the first out of the 7th inning.
Beautiful play here by Nix as Ellsbury drops a pretty decent bunt down that 3rd baseline. Maybe a little bit too hard, but a barehanded play, off balance throw, and gets Ellsbury by a running step at first base.
1 out for Carl Crawford. Chops one back to the mound, and his struggles continue. 0 for 4 today is Crawford, and has not had one out of the infield today in his return to the Red Sox lineup.
Just real jumpy at the plate right now, not very patient at all.
Strikeout and 3 groundouts today. 2 down in the 7th inning for Dustin Pedroia. Shadows have now covered the home plate area and start their way out to the mound. For strike to Pedroia, down 0-2. Leave the line for Jesse Litch today. 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs. He walked the batter, struck out 5, and I mentioned one stretch had retired 13 Red Sox in a row. Under 100 pitches at 97 today. Came in at 1-0. He's on the hook. The Red Sox on top now, 6-1. Felix Doubront warming in the Red Sox pen. Daniel Bard working for the 2nd straight day at the final 2 outs of the 7th inning. In the dirt, 2-2. The play of the week is brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Yesterday, Dustin Pedroia continued his phenomenal start to the 2011 season with a great defensive play on Adam Lane's grounder up the middle. The 2nd diving stop made by Pedroia in as many days. The play of the week is brought to you by Taco Bell. Benson ready with a 2-2 pitch. And this one fouled off to the right, now to play. Williams grounded out twice in the game and flied out to center field. For 3-day for Dustin Pedroia. Off to the right. Do it again, 2-2. Benson throwing hard, 95 miles an hour. From the Toronto Blue Jays reliever. On the ground up the middle, as Escobar to his left fires to first to retire Dustin Pedroia. 6-1 Boston at the end of 7. Sox on top 6-1 in the game. Mr. Brunt comes a third arm used today by Terry Francona. Brunt's third appearance since being called up from Kentucky. Earned run average for DeBron. Patterson cuts it off and takes ball 1. Sean Camp, who we've not yet seen in the series up for the Blue Jays, but we've seen plenty of over the years between his time in Toronto and in Tampa Bay. Patterson 1 for 3 today, doubled back in the third inning. He takes a pitch in tight, 2-0. Ron had been placed in the DL by the Red Sox. Left forearm inflammation. And it did appear in a spring training game. The Red Sox was activated on the 8th of April. His debut on the 9th against the Yankees. Gave up 2 runs in an inning and a third. And a 2-run shot by Curtis Granderson. So he takes the strike 3-1. He janks up in the pen for Boston. There's ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Corey Patterson to begin the 8th. There's a 5th walk given up by Red Sox pitching on the day. One on, nobody out, and Jose Bautista coming up. Doubled back in the first inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and then grounded out in the 6th inning. Strike 1 to Bautista. Well, named the Red Sox minor league pitcher of the year last year. He was 8-3. AA Portland, AAA Pawtucket, and the year on the Sea Dogs opening day roster. It's an opening day starter. There's a fly ball out to left center field. Crawford and Ellsbury. And Ellsbury takes charge and makes the catch, 1 down. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. It's filled up out there today on what turned out to be a beautiful day. Had some rain around before the game, and up to game time, the lights were on and still are here at Fenway Park, but nothing but sunshine here today so far. Adam Lind is 1 for 3 today. He singled off Lester in the 6th inning. There goes a runner in Patterson, and the throw not in time. And the Blue Jays continue to run. They're down by 5 runs running here in the 8th.
Well, certainly you wondered, what kind of style John Farrell would have as a manager. And one thing he's been is aggressive. We saw it in spring training. We've seen it throughout this series. Down by 5 runs, it doesn't matter. Take second base.
Patterson in scoring position with 1 out. This one in the dirt off Saltalamacchia. No advance this time for Patterson.
Nice block by Saltalamacchia on the curveball out by that time by Dubron. Gets Saltalamacchia right off the right arm. That holds Patterson at second base.
Three and 0. Walk Patterson to begin the inning. Bautista flied out to center, and now LeBron falling behind 3 and 0. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. TC, Jim, and Heidi get the breakdown of John Lester's performance today, including the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. Plus, the guys will answer your questions, so keep those tweets coming. It's all coming up right after the game. WB Mason's Extra Innings Live, here from Yawkey Way. Alex Dubron with a 3-0 pitch. That is ball 4, his second walk of the inning.
Both walks have come against left-handed hitters.
Let's bring Kurt Young out, the pitching coach. Chat. Let's check out the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, the final game of the series will be Dice Game Matsuzaka. The Red Sox going up against Ricky Romero for the Jays. ERA up to 2 this season. 1-1 against Boston last year in their start. ERA 7.17. They're starting against Boston, 4 overall against the Red Sox. And Farrell and the Red Sox playing a four-game series. The Jays will be headed home after the game tomorrow. They've been out for 11 days. Here's Aaron Hill with 1 out and 2 on in the 8th. Pops it up foul, back and out of play. Six walks allowed by Red Sox pitching today. He's got one of them. He walked back in the second inning. 3 walks allowed by John Lester in his 6+ today. 1 pitch to Hill. Held off again. At second base, Lind at first base, 1 out in the 8th. There goes Patterson for third. DuBrant throws to third, and he is out. So finally, the running Blue Jays are caught in a bad spot here, down by 5 runs. Overzealous, at least. Patterson has gone down.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be smart. He takes off way too soon, recognized by DuBrant, and an easy tag at third base by Kevin Youkilis. It's just bad base running there by Patterson in a 6-1 ball game.
That helps out. 2 down in the inning. Lind at first base, and here's an 0-2 to Aaron Hill. Hill lines it into center field for a base hit. Will be Ellsbury over to play it. Gets it back in. It certainly highlights the play at third base and the caught stealing of Corey Patterson.
Certainly does. It changes the complexion of the whole inning. The Red Sox now with 2 outs with the gift that Patterson gave him by getting picked off second base. And Aaron Hill responded to the base hit. The Red Sox corner out to the mound and get Bobby Jenks.
6-1 Red Sox on top. So tomorrow morning, get your fix of Red Sox baseball. Dennis and Callahan break down the game and the season starting at 6 a.m. on WEEI Sports Radio Network and right here on NASA. Midst of the top half of the 8th inning with 2 outs in the inning, and the Red Sox on top 6-1. Bobby Jenks comes in the first and second, his 6th appearance of the year. Jenks on Friday night allowed a career-high 4 earned runs in just a third of an inning. His first loss since July 21st of last year. He was a member of the White Sox last year. That had tossed 4 hitless and scoreless frames over his first 4 outings. A rough one on Friday night against the Jays. Here is JP Arancibia, who takes ball 1 outside. Arancibia singled in the second inning, struck out in the 4th, and credit for an infield hit in the 7th. After 2/3 of an inning, responsible for the men on him. Walked 2 in the inning. Gave up a base hit. It's landed second. Hill at first. It's inside there, and Sebia 2-1.
Those shadows have to have some effect now on the hitters as the ball's coming from sunlight into the shadow. Rising fastball that time by Bobby Jenks, throws it by Arancibia.
Nice short to the left, give it outside, full count. Red Sox pitching today with 6 strikeouts, 6 walks. 3-2 pitch. And Sebia found tip home undo by Salton Matthews. 6-1 Red Sox. Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we believe something as simple as your checking account shouldn't come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. It's on to the last half of the 8th inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 6-1. And the Blue Jays bring on their third pitcher of the day. Sean Camp is into the game. He appears in his team-leading 8th game of the year, 2.57 ERA. And there is strike one to Adrian Gonzalez, leading off today for the third time. Well, it's hitting at 286 against Camp. Righty's only at 071 so far this season, but it is a lefty that he starts with, and it's inside to Gonzalez to even the count at 1-1. Adrian today 1 for 3, singled to center field back in the first inning. And lines one out towards the gap in left center field. That'll get down to the track of the wall. Gonzalez headed to second base. He's got a leadoff double to welcome Sean Camp to the game.
Well, that's kind of the stroke we've been looking for, that opposite field stroke by Adrian Gonzalez. Fastball, they want to go away with it. It is on the outside part, and Gonzalez with that inside-out swing puts it on a line in that gap in left center field. So leadoff double for Gonzalez.
Safe at second, safe and secure, New York Life. Well, double to get the 8th inning started. Here's Kevin Youkilis. He takes ball one away. Youkilis today struck out swinging back in the first inning. He grounded out short in third and struck out swinging again in the 6th inning. Well, that was against the Blue Jays starter today, Jesse Litch. Well, he gets hit on the arm.
That was a changeup from Camp that hit Kevin Youkilis that time. Off-speed pitch, they see the grip, the changeup, and gets Youkilis right off the bicep. Well, maybe the tricep. One of the steps.
That is the 70th time that Kevin Youkilis has been hit by a pitch. He is one behind Mo Vaughn. 2 on, nobody out. And David Ortiz chops one down the first baseline foul. Ortiz grounded out in the second inning, grounded out in the third, and then singled and scored in the 6th inning. The Red Sox tacked on 2 more runs. A 5-run pad here as they batted the last half of the 8th. Ripped foul down by the tarp. Two pitch to Ortiz. Sliced foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. Tanner's doing pretty well against Camp. They're now 6 for 8. The double that started this inning for Adrian Gonzalez. See what Ortiz can do here. He is down 0-2. Down and in, ball 1. Away 2-2. Sean Camp now in his 4th season in Toronto. 2 years in Tampa Bay prior to that. 2 years in Kansas City. Camp 35 years of age from Fairfax, Virginia. Camp ready with a 2-2. Ortiz jolts it foul down the left field line, out of play. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Two on, nobody out in the home half of the 8th. Ball 3 and it gets away. Gonzalez to third base. Youkilis to second base. As that one gets through Aaron Sebia.
Aaron Sebia not able to make the catch on a changeup right here that's down in the dirt. Bounces up, hits the glove, and deflects off to the first base side. So 2 men in scoring position, nobody out. Infield pulls in.
Pass ball charge to Aaron Sebia. It is the second of the day for the Toronto catcher. 3-2 is inside, and Ortiz will make his way down to first base. So a double, a hit batter, a pass ball, and a walk. Red Sox have him loaded with nobody out in the 8th. And you got the birthday boy, Jed Lowry, coming up. Lowry, a 2-for-3 day. Single in the 2nd. He struck out in the 4th. Infield hit in the 6th inning. He scored 2 runs today. Grounds one down the first baseline. It is a fair ball. And it gets by Lynn. 1 run is in. Here comes Youkilis. He'll score. And the Red Sox lead at 8-1. Ruled a fair ball. Lynn couldn't come up with it. And the Red Sox tack on 2 more.
Looked like Lynn wanted to tag first base and then go home for the tag play at home, but never got the baseball. Ball just skipped by his glove and right down that right field line. Tracked down by Aaron Hill.
Second and third, still nobody out. And J.D. Drew, the batter, he fouls the first pitch off. They charge Lind with an error at first base. 1 RBI is granted for Jed Lowry. Picks up his first of the day. And a pitch up to J.D. Drew. Dan Wheeler warming in the Red Sox pen as the Red Sox have opened this game up on top by 7 right now. Still nobody out here in the 8th. Outside, ball 2. Jason Frazier up for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jesse Litch going 6 today. Casey Janssen an inning, and Sean Camp running into trouble here in the 8th. This one squib foul. 2-2. Inside to Drew, full count. Started this inning by giving up a double to Gonzalez. He hits Youkilis and a pass ball to move them along. A walk of Ortiz. 2-base error committed by Lind at first base, and that led to 2 runs scoring. Now Drew with the swing and a miss. He strikes out. First out of the 8th, and second time JD is struck out today.
Yeah, first time in the 4th inning on a cut fastball. This time on a changeup from Camp. Changeup stayed up in his zone, but it was off speed enough just to fool J.D. Drew.
So 1 out here in the 8th. And here's Jared Saltalamacchia, who's had a good day. 2 hits, 3 runs batted in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. It's for Saltalamacchia today. I mentioned there's 2. He singled to right in the 2nd inning, driving a run, and then his single to right in the 6th inning produced 2 runs. Down to the count 0-2.
Back-to-back sliders to Saltalamacchia from camp. Salty on top of it.
One ball, 2 strikes to Saltalamacchia. David Ortiz at 3rd base. Jed Lowry at 2nd base. 1 out in the 8th, 2 runs already in. This is laced foul. Fifth pitch of the inning coming up for Sean Camp. 3rd pitcher used by Toronto today is Jesse Litch, the starter, went 6, giving up the first 6 runs the Red Sox got. Casey Janssen had a 1-2-3 7th, and now Sean Camp laboring his way through this 8th inning. Jammed and a pop-up, sending Escobar out, Patterson in. And it's Patterson who makes the catch. Sort of unsure as he came in to make the grab. But he does for out number 2.
Had a long way to go to make that play, and it looked like a little snow cone at the end of it for Patterson. There's the pop-up. You see how deep Patterson's playing. He's got a long way to come to make this play. Calls off his shortstop and makes the backhander's catch.
John Farrell out to make the change. It's 8-1. Red Sox on top with 2 outs in the 8th. Two outs here in the 8th inning. The new pitcher for the Blue Jays, Jason Frazier, into the game. His 8th appearance of the year, 1-1. A 2.84 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at 200 against Frazier. He has 9 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings. He ranks 4th on the all-time club list in appearances. 21 shy of Dave Steeb. As the pitch misses outside to Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury hit a 3-run home run back in the 2nd inning, his 3rd home run of the year. Head out to right in the 5th and then grounded out in the 7th. And there for strike, 1-1. Sean Camp leaves after 2/3 of an inning. Give up a hit, a walk, and a strikeout, and hit a batter. So far 2 runs in. On the ground, foul, and it's 1-2.
Well, the Red Sox getting good production from the 8 and 9 men in their batting order today. Saltalamacchi with 3 runs batted in. Of course, a 3-run home run by Jacoby Ellsbury.
Strike 3 call. Ellsbury is gone, and so are the Red Sox in the 8th, but they get 2 more runs and lead it 8-1. Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Subaru dealers, and by Sullivan Tire. Ninth inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 8-1. And the new pitcher for the Red Sox, the 5th arm used, is Dan Wheeler. His 6th appearance, 14.54 ERA. One sitting at .435 against Wheeler. Pitched a scoreless inning on Friday night, and in a stretch of runs allowed in 3 straight appearances. Here's a pop-up. Youkilis on the move. Will dive and not make the catch. He went into the slide over by the fencing in front of the Blue Jays dugout. And almost got that one.
Not hit high enough. You know, Euclid's got a good jump on this, but he knows that dugout's coming up, so he's got to go into the slide and the warning track and just off the top of the glove. The ball's hit just a touch higher. Euclid makes a great play.
Snyder gets jammed. Euclid will have another chance. This one in fair ground. And he makes the catch for the first out of the ninth. So in the end, Euclid gets Snyder, one down in the ninth, and here's Juan Rivera. Rivera walked in the second, grounded out in the fifth, lined into a double play in the seventh. And here he is with one out, bases empty in the ninth. There is strike one. Dan Wheeler had a very difficult stretch in 2 2/3 innings. He had allowed 7 runs on 10 hits, but again, a scoreless inning on Friday night, which ended that stretch. Now a fly ball to short right. Drew battling the sun will make the catch. 2 down. Right field, of course, the sun field here, especially this time of day. 2 down. Here comes Jason Nix. Nix walked in the third inning, singled in the fifth, and walked in the seventh. Up high 2-0 to Nix. Tomorrow in the finale of the 4-game series, Daisuke Matsuzaka 0-2 up against Ricky Romero, left-hander, 1-1 with a nifty 1.66 ERA. On the outside corner, 2-1. Travis Snyder popped out. Juan Rivera flies out. 2 down in the ninth. Now a 2-1 to Jason Nix. In the air to left field. Carl Crawford makes his way in. Wynn pushes it, but Crawford makes the catch that ends the ball game. Well, the Red Sox able to win 2 in a row. After dropping the first game of the series, they come back to win games 2 and 3. And today they had it all going. A little bit of offense for the Red Sox and good pitching from John Lester, Jerry.
Yeah, good day all around for the Red Sox. Big production out of the 8 and 9 guys, Salter, Lamarcky, or Ellsbury in the batting order. And, of course, John Lester doing his thing as a starting pitcher. And when you get those combination of 3-run home runs and good pitching, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Lester is the winner. Jesse Litch takes the loss. And Lester's 1-1. Litch is 1-1. And the Red Sox win it 8-1. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodbye from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow afternoon for the final game of the series with the Jays. Live coverage from Yawkey Way begins at 9:30 a.m. with Monster Monday. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Time now for a preview of WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Here's Tom Carroll.